All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Got quite a few things to talk to you about this morning. But while we're waiting on, I don't want to have to repeat it 5 times. While we're waiting on folks to log in, um, some of you still have to do your 10-acre story. So make sure you do that. And then I'm going to discuss what we're going to do in place of a final exam. So I got a couple of things to talk about today. But in the meantime, make sure that you've turned in your discussion on what you do with 10 acres. If you have already done that, um, all right, if you've already done your 10-acre story, make sure that in Canvas you read the module on everyday sustainability. Andre, you pick up on interesting things, but I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to talk to you about it. It's something that's not due for a while and it's easy to do. No fuss, no muss on that one. This one is easy because this is something that you're going to accumulate over the next couple of days, and then you'll just have to submit it. So it's nothing stressful. And it's not something that's going to interfere with your milestone exams. Nothing. It's not due until May. And so this is definitely not something that will stress you out. You don't have to study for it, nothing like that. But I'm going to explain that first as soon as I get everybody in. Like I said, I don't want to have to explain it too many times. So I'm going to wait another few minutes for everybody to get in. And might give you a test too, but this will be the last thing you have to turn in at the end of the quarter. There'll be a test too. Right, I'm going to give it another 2 minutes for folks to get in. Late folks, I do appreciate you all being on time. That is a wonderful thing, wonderful thing. We do not have a milestone in this class, so that's something you can relax about. And during milestone weeks, we'll just be doing some activities that no testing or anything of that nature. So I'm sure that's a good thought for you. All right, so again, just make sure that you read over this page if you haven't already done so. And then I'll explain today's activities for you as well. Okay, thank you. All right, let me pause that. Okay. Share sound. Thank you, Ethan. So many things to click on when you're getting started that sometimes I click too fast.
Small actions that can make a
All right, well, pay attention
big
to this one
difference for
because
the
this is going to help
environment
with our
and
project.
for our pocket. For example, when choosing lighting for the home, did you know that LED bulbs can be a great saving over conventional bulbs? They consume less, so having them turned on for the same length of time means less spending at the end of the month. This way, we can save almost $220 a year while we contribute to energy savings. For short trips, the bicycle is a better option than the car. Aside from saving money on gas, the bicycle is a zero-emissions vehicle, while the car consumption increases as you go, emitting up to 1.7 kilograms of carbon dioxide every 10 kilometers. In the kitchen, we can also reduce costs. A simple action like covering the pot while cooking is a saving of 25%, or even 50% if we use the pressure cooker. This way, we can save the money here covering the pot and using the pressure cooker. We continue taking care in the kitchen. Recycling used oil prevents severe environmental damage. Did you know that 1 liter of oil pollutes 1,000 liters of water? Furthermore, the recycled oil can be used to make soap, fertilizer, or fuel. When shopping, we can contribute to sustainability. Always look at clothing labels and buy fair trade products which guarantee respect for biodiversity and the workers who have made the garment.
Okay. All right, so that's a good segue into the activity that you have to do, the project that Andre is so trying to avoid. All right, so this is a final project. This is more like a diary that I want you to keep. So you want you to commit to doing something daily. So you want to make a meaningful change to your personal behavior. So think of something, for example, giving up driving. I don't know that most of you drive, but if driving or becoming a vegetarian, eating organic, eliminating packages, or you're doing some of the things that they mentioned in the video just now. And pick a practice, pick one thing that you are going to commit to doing for the rest of the semester. All right. It should be achievable, something that you know you can do, and challenging, something that you're not already doing, and something that can be tracked or quantified. So that means you have to be able to measure it. It has to, so keep a daily diary, and something that you're going to either write down. It doesn't have to be daily, it can be weekly, something that you are keeping a record of so that you will be able to do a reflection. So at the end of just before the end of the week, I'm going to give you some criteria on how to write your reflection. So you're going to keep a conscious reflection or a mindful practice in the true sense of the word. Okay. So you're going to write this down and calculate it, and you don't have to discuss it with the class, but you will write a discussion about it. So this is not due anytime soon. This is something that you should start as soon as possible. Keep a record of what it is. So put a title on it. What is your goal? What practice or behavior that you plan to change that will make a contribution to making you a better global citizen. And the Reading Act article that we're going to do today is also going to help you with this as well. So just make a decision on what it is you're going to do, what it is you're going to change. Again, something that you're not already doing that will make you a better global citizen. And then think about keep a record. And I'll keep reminding you, are you writing in your journal? Are you keeping track of what it is you're doing? And if you've noticed a difference in what you're doing. Okay, so I'll keep reminding you about this, but this isn't due until May the 8th. Okay, so again, um, before the week is out, over the weekend, decide on what behavior it is that you're going to do, and then start keeping track. Find a way to keep track of it, journal it, keep a Google page that you'll go back to from time to time, and put dates on it so that you can say in a month's time, because basically this amounts to a month. Um, of change. What changes that you're going to expect? What do you expect to see happen in a month's time if you do this activity? Okay. All right. So that's a futuristic activity. Now for the one that you have to do today. So let's look at this one. All right, so today you're going to read this article and you're going to discuss 4 ways mentioned in the article to become a better global citizen. So you want to download this and read this over. And there are some things that he talks about. So you want four good sentences to describe some of the actions that they suggest, not just taking showers, but and then from this article, you might come up with ideas about something that you personally can do to become a better global citizen. That's what we're calling it, becoming a better global citizen. Okay. All right. So that's today's activity. Read the article, write for, um, describe, discuss 4 ways that are mentioned in the article to become a better global citizen. Okay. All right. Any questions? Any questions? All right. So that's what you need to do today. If you have not already done the other assignments, remember that they are also due this week. All right, so everybody should either be reading the article or trying to complete whatever assignment that you are missing. When you're doing your journal for your final project, some of the things on this list here may also help you think of something. Um, this last one, not using a straw. When you go to some of these takeout fast food restaurants, sometimes they ask you, do you want a straw? Do you not want a straw? Because all these plastic straws are adding to um, pollution in our landfills, so they sometimes don't offer a straw if you don't ask for one. So can you go a whole month without drinking out of a straw? Like I said, pick something that is doable, something that you can monitor easily. Um, You might start a composting heap. Read the first one. How often do you drink out of a plastic bottle? Do you recycle your plastic bottles? So this list right here will help you maybe pick something that you can do, and then monitor. Like I said, we only have a month left um, before this is due. Before we start thinking about the end of term. All right, if you're a senior, please make sure that you actually get this done by then, because your grades have to be in before everybody else's. So if you are a senior, please start thinking now of getting all your ducks in a row to make sure that your grades are up to date and that you are not going to cause yourself to have a stressful last week of school because you have so many things to catch up on. All right. You don't need to submit anything on the final project to me yet. It is not due, so you should not be submitting anything because it's actually a journal. So you actually um, keep a record for yourself as far as what it is you're going to do, and then you're going to keep a tabs on how well you're doing it. So nobody should be submitting anything to me on that assignment until May. And it definitely won't be one sentence. So like I said, I will give you a definite rubric on what it is you need to tell me, but you need to be keeping a journal. So right now, what you need to do is definitely set a goal. What am I going to do? And then keep track of how well you're doing with that goal. Okay. And again, we're gonna keep track of this over a month's period of time. It's not due until May the 8th, and we're gonna see how well you did. And part of that reflection will be how hard or easy was it for you to make this change to your lifestyle. So you want to think about that as well. Just a reminder that most of you have not done your sustainable city living, what you would do if you had 1/10 of an acre to develop. What would you do with it? Remember, if you can't do it in your backyard, is it something that some people do rooftop projects? Might be an area in your neighborhood that you could, part of the park that maybe that they'll let you create a sustainable living area. Think outside the box if it's not your backyard. All right, that being said, if you have no questions for me, we are about to run out of time. All right, it's a beautiful day today. At least it is here. It's cold, global warming. It's crazy that it's 40 degrees in the morning and it might be a little warmer where you, because you're a little bit further south than Atlanta is, but it's 40 degrees in the morning here. And then there's a 20, 30 degree change in the temperature by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But have a wonderful day. Enjoy the sunshine and see you tomorrow.